An unexpected oasis, the Sahara Desert flooded for the first time in decades. This event has left scientists and locals alike in awe, as the vast arid expanse of the Sahara is known for its relentless heat and dryness. The Sahara Desert, a land of scorching sun and endless sand. Stretching over 9 million square kilometers, it is the largest hot desert in the world, a place where temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius. It's a place of extremes, a place where life clings to survival. Only the hardiest of plants and animals can endure the harsh conditions, adapting in remarkable ways to the scarcity of water. But recently, something extraordinary happened. Dark clouds gathered over the desert, a rare and ominous sight in a land that sees so little rain. The impossible occurred. Rain fell, torrential rain. For hours, the heavens opened up, pouring life-giving water onto the parched earth. The dry, cracked earth drank deeply. The ground, which had been starved of moisture for so long, absorbed the rain eagerly, transforming almost instantly. Dusty plains transformed into shimmering lakes. Areas that were once barren and lifeless became temporary oases teeming with water. For a brief moment, the Sahara bloomed. Flowers and vegetation sprang to life, painting the desert in hues of green and vibrant colors. This was no mirage, this was real. The sight of water in the Sahara was a phenomenon that many thought they would never see in their lifetime. It was a sight rarely witnessed by human eyes. Locals and visitors alike marveled at the transformation, capturing the moment with photos and videos. The world watched in amazement. News outlets and social media buzzed with images and stories of the flooded desert, sparking conversations about the implications of such an event. Could this be a sign of change? Experts are now debating whether this unusual weather pattern is a result of climate change and what it could mean for the future of the Sahara. Could the Sahara, one of the harshest environments on Earth, be transforming? Only time will tell if this extraordinary event is a one-time occurrence or the beginning of a new chapter for the Sahara Desert. From arid to abundant, the impact of unprecedented rainfall. The impact of the rainfall was immediate. Dry riverbeds, silent for centuries, roared back to life. Water cascaded down ancient canyons. The desert echoed with the sound of rushing water. This deluge brought with it the promise of life. Groundwater reserves, depleted by years of drought, were replenished. Thirsty plants, long dormant, burst forth with new growth. The desert was reborn. Animals, drawn by the scent of water, emerged from their hiding places. Birds circled overhead, their calls a symphony of joy. The Sahara was alive. A glimmer of hope amidst the deluge, potential benefits and challenges. The unexpected rainfall brought hope to a region parched for moisture. For years, the Sahara Desert has been synonymous with dryness and desolation, a place where life struggles to survive. Farmers, struggling to survive in the arid landscape, rejoiced at the sight of rain-soaked fields. The rain was a blessing, a rare event that promised a break from the relentless drought. The potential for agriculture in the Sahara increased exponentially. Seeds that had lain dormant for years began to sprout, and the once barren land started to show signs of life. Crops that once struggled in the dry conditions now flourished. The rain brought with it the promise of a bountiful harvest, something that had seemed impossible just months before. The possibility of increased food security for the region seemed within reach. Local markets began to see an influx of fresh produce, and the community's hopes were lifted. But the deluge also brought challenges. The heavy rains, while beneficial, also posed significant risks to the fragile desert environment. The sudden influx of water overwhelmed the delicate desert ecosystem. Areas that were not used to such volumes of water quickly became flooded, creating new problems for the inhabitants. Flash floods ripped through the landscape, carving new paths through the sand. These floods not only disrupted the newly planted crops, but also posed a danger to the local wildlife and human settlements. The erosion caused by the sudden water flow damaged infrastructure and made it difficult for people to navigate the terrain. Roads and pathways were washed away, isolating communities. Despite these challenges, the community came together to rebuild and adapt. Efforts were made to repair the damage and find ways to manage the water more effectively in the future. Innovative water management systems and sustainable farming practices were introduced to make the most of the rare rainfall. These efforts aim to ensure that the benefits of the rain could be harnessed without causing further harm. In the end, the rain brought both hope and challenges, but the resilience and adaptability of the people of the Sahara shone through. They learned to embrace the rain, turning potential adversity into an opportunity for growth and renewal. Nature's balancing act, the delicate ecosystem of the Sahara. The Sahara is a land of delicate balance. Life here has adapted to survive with minimal water. Plants have developed deep roots to tap into underground sources. Animals have learned to conserve every precious drop. The sudden abundance of water threatened to disrupt this delicate equilibrium. Plants, unaccustomed to such moisture, struggled to survive. Animals, disoriented by the changing landscape, faced new challenges. The Sahara was a land in flux. The future of this unique ecosystem hung in the balance. A transient transformation, the ephemeral nature of desert rains. The transformation of the Sahara was as fleeting as it was dramatic. The scorching sun soon returned, baking the land and evaporating the newly formed lakes. The desert sands, once softened by rain, hardened once more. The cycle of drought and deluge continued. The Sahara, a land of extremes, had returned to its arid state. But the memory of the rain lingered. It served as a reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of life in the face of a changing climate. Adapting to extremes, strategies for a changing climate. The recent rainfall in the Sahara highlighted the need for adaptation in the face of climate change. The unpredictable nature of weather patterns demands innovative solutions. Building resilience is key. Developing drought-resistant crops and implementing sustainable water management practices are crucial for the long-term survival of the region. Investing in research and technology is essential. Understanding the complex interactions between climate change and the Sahara's ecosystem is vital for finding effective solutions. Harvesting the bounty water management in arid environments. Harnessing the power of these infrequent yet intense rainfall events is paramount. Water harvesting techniques can capture and store precious rainwater. Building dams and reservoirs can create a lifeline for communities and ecosystems alike. These structures can store water during times of plenty, providing a vital resource during droughts. Utilizing ancient water management techniques such as fog harvesting and canats can provide sustainable solutions for the future. These time-tested methods offer valuable lessons for adapting to arid environments. Early warning, early action, mitigating the risks of flash floods. While rainfall brings life to the Sahara, it also carries the risk of destruction. Flash floods, a constant threat in arid regions, can be devastating. Developing early warning systems is crucial. Using weather forecasting and remote sensing technologies, communities can be alerted to impending floods, allowing time for evacuation and preparation. Implementing flood mitigation measures, such as building levees and diverting water flow, can help protect vulnerable areas from the destructive power of flash floods. A global imperative: climate change and the fate of the Sahara. The recent rainfall in the Sahara is a stark reminder of the global impact of climate change. The world is interconnected. Changes in one region can have far-reaching consequences. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is paramount. Addressing climate change requires a global effort. International cooperation is essential to mitigate the worst effects of a warming planet. Protecting the Sahara is not just a regional concern, it is a global responsibility. The fate of this vast desert is intertwined with the fate of the planet. Toward a sustainable future, balancing human needs and environmental preservation. As we look towards the future, the challenge of balancing human needs with environmental preservation becomes ever more critical. The Sahara stands at a crossroads. This vast desert, one of the most extreme environments on Earth, is a symbol of both the beauty and the harshness of nature. The recent rainfall offers a glimpse of both the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Rain in the Sahara is a rare and precious event, bringing life to an otherwise arid landscape. It highlights the delicate balance that must be maintained. Balancing the needs of a growing human population with the preservation of this unique ecosystem is a delicate task. Sustainable development is key. Communities living on the edge of the desert have long practiced sustainable farming, using innovative techniques to make the most of limited resources. Finding ways to utilize the Sahara's resources responsibly while protecting its fragile environment is essential for the future. The introduction of solar panels in the desert is a prime example of how technology can be harnessed to meet human needs without compromising the environment. The Sahara, a land of extremes, holds valuable lessons for us all. Its sand dunes, shaped by relentless winds, and its diverse flora and fauna, adapted to survive in harsh conditions, teach us about resilience and adaptation. It teaches us about resilience, adaptation, and the interconnectedness of our planet. The desert plants, which bloom after a rare rain, remind us of the interconnectedness of life and the importance of every drop of water. It is a reminder that we must tread lightly upon the earth and work together to ensure a sustainable future for all. The footprints in the sand symbolize our impact on the environment, and the community working together shows the power of collective effort in achieving sustainability.